Hi everybody, Behind the Trade here. Welcome back and get ready to enjoy this new technical analysis video. Today I'm gonna share my thoughts on Wish Contextlogic stock, ticker symbol Wish. As always, my analysis is based on price action and it wants to be as much objective as possible. So I'm using candlesticks, volumes, level of support and resistance, and also the understanding of market psychology in order to understand where the stock is headed to in both short and medium term. Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and these insights are not financial advices. They just represent my personal vision and opinion about the asset. So if you like the video, if you enjoy it, please subscribe by clicking the button at the bottom right part of the screen and you will be notified whenever new videos will be released. So time to start now. We are here in the daily chart, and the very first thing that I wanted to tell you before sharing my short, medium and long-term price targets, people around are saying that Wish is in a free fall. There is no horizontal support that might sustain the drop. Well, I do not believe that. And if we look at the chart, we see that we have a support. We have this support here, which is a static one, diagonal one, not horizontal, but supports are not just horizontal. And we see that here, and here again, the prices have been supported by this descending trend line. This trend line is forming a descending wedge, which is here represented in red, which is even the second wedge in this daily chart. The first wedge is this one in blue, and this is the bigger one, and I would like to start from here. So after the IPO, which happened in 2020, December 2020, the prices dropped and went into this first wedge, and this wedge was broken exactly here with this candle of June 21st. And let me zoom in. So this candle here broke this descending trend line of the wedge in blue with the huge volume. So we're talking about, let me show the volume number, we're talking about 335 million versus 96 million, which was the average at that time. So this breakout to me is very relevant, and the target price of this technical pattern, which is the descending wedge, has not been reached yet. Where is that? It's actually here at around $29, very close to all-time highs. Why it is there? It is there because if we take the height of this descending wedge and we project this into the breakout point, we would see that the target would be very close to the $30. So it doesn't mean that we're reaching this point soon. It might take time, but what I'm saying is that investors who bought here on June 21st with these huge volumes are still waiting for their reward to come. So keep this in mind. Second consideration I would like to, so this would be my long-term price target. Then let's go to a medium-term price target. We have this other descending wedge. Statistically, descending wedge are broken at around 2/3 of their length. So if we take the height of this wedge, and we see that we're talking about approximately 240, let's say, bars. So if we take 240 bars, we divide it by 3, we multiply it by 2, we will see that we have 160 days starting from May 21st. And we are talking about beginning of January. So the breakout point might be possibly here statistically, but in my opinion this would be too early. So my area of interest to see a breakout of this wedge upward with a very strong movement, this is again my personal opinion and it's based on studies on historical movements and statistic, might be around middle or end of January. So what I would expect in the medium term, I would expect the price to do this movement here. This is just an example. I'm not saying that this would be the exact retracement, but I would expect the price to dance within this wedge still, trying to head to this descending red trend line, trying to find a breakout point somewhere here. We are waiting for another point. We had, let me show you, we had the first point here, we had the second point here, and we're waiting for a third point, and we had instead many points in the below part, one here, one again here, and one again here. So statistically we might be seeing this movement. Once we reach that point and the price try to break out, I would say around $4.50 or something like that, then the extension of the movement upwards that we might be seeing is exactly calculated in the exactly same way we did before with the blue wedge. So we take the height of this red wedge, we project it to a potential breakout area, which might be ideally here, and we see that we are going very close to the $14. $14 is not a casual number. $14 is where 14 is where this area of resistance here stands. So this point here, this point here, this point here represent a strong area of resistance, and I'm pretty sure that the price in the medium term might be heading to that point. Now, short-term price target instead, in my personal opinion, so let's go to let's say an hour chart. So what is the price doing? Let me cancel all this to make it even more, say, clear. So we have this trend line here, which was broken with volumes exactly on December 21st at opening. This is a good sign. So where can the price go now? Again, this is an even smaller wedge. You see this lower part in red, this upper part in blue. If we take the height of this, we might be seeing a projection towards the $4.10. Let's say $4, okay? So the short-term price target will be here. I'm not saying that the price will be going there straight forward. So it's not sure that the price will be doing this. Probably it will not. Probably the price will try to find even a small retracement or even a deeper retracement to attack again the $4 area at the beginning of January or mid-January. So I'm not afraid of possible further retracements. I'm patient. We need to be patient. And in the next videos, in the next couple of days, I will be sharing with you why I think that Wish is the next NIO. Because technically speaking, the chart is looking very similar to what NIO chart was looking at the very beginning. And not only NIO, also Polar Power, another stock that moved in the same exactly the same way. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas holidays, and a successful new year.